record, and I'm going to take me a second to get on Facebook again.
I'm sorry?
Hang on, it's going to take me a second to get on Facebook. I'm putting it live again.
That's okay. That's fine. I'm going to turn it up so that just so I can, I'm going deaf.
Hello, welcome to the club.
Hey, Kavina. I like seeing your face.
You want to go blind too? You can have.
Well,
yeah.
I muted my video, so now you can't see it.
I know. I'd rather see your face. And look, I've run into things. It's horrible. Run into doors.
All right, going live. No. Oh, it's preparing. Now it's live.
Okay, we're back. After that short interlude. Needle felting is fun because you can not only make animals with it, which is on the paperwork, but you can also do applique on not just clothing, but you can do applique on just about anything. Change purses, blankets, anything. So the materials that it's really easy on materials. You need felting needle. Usually it's easier to have it on a handle. Most of the time they just come as a needle. A lot of kits, when you get them, they'll come with a handle. The handles, they'll come and they'll look kind of odd because they'll come in a package like this, and it looks like the needle is not in it, but they are. If I can get the thing open, they keep them tucked away so you don't kill yourself on them or poke yourself. But you open it up and the needle's inside. When I first got them, no one told me how to open it and get your needle out. So you put your needle on like this, stick it back in there, and you're ready to go. The needle felting takes wool and these little barbs that are on here. If you run your finger, which you shouldn't, but when you run your finger down, you can feel the little barbs. It takes the wool and it kind of sticks it together once, and it pokes, what's the word I want? Sticks it together. It kind of knots it together so that you have an item, your whatever you want to make. Most people, when they first start needle felting, they make these cute little animals. I started by making a mushroom, and that's what I started here. So this is the first thing. You can get needle felting needles that have multiples. These are easy to use. The other piece you need is wool. You can buy them in little packs. And then the last piece is foam. I just bought a huge piece of foam and cut it into just small pieces to use. So you don't want to just try to use it on a hard surface. You need a soft surface. So it is really basic. It's really easy. It's a great craft for beginners. So you just take your needle. You take your piece of wool. You kind of have to think out what you want to make. You pull off your piece. This one is wound really tight, but you pull off your piece. If it doesn't come off really easily, you can always cut it. Depending on what you want to make, you roll it. And then you start poking it into the piece of foam. And you start forming it into the item that you want to make. what I'm going to make with this is going to be the stem for this mushroom head. So it sounds like a very tedious job, but that's why it's kind of neat to do when you're sitting in front of the TV, or if you're at an event, while you're talking, while you're chatting in front of the fire, or at a bardic, while you're listening to people sing or tell stories, while you're just killing time in between events. For non-fighters, it's wonderful for that reason. As you progress into this craft, you make all sorts of things. When you're doing it on top of your clothing, you would put the clothing on top of your piece of foam. Just take the wool and you still poke it through. This is not a hard craft. This is one of those easy crafts that you can master without very much work. That's why I wanted to show something for beginners to do. It's 101. Does anyone have any questions? By the way, I enjoyed your finger weaving class.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't want to mess up your name, Dame. I didn't remember how to say it.
It's Calandra, and I realize I still have my SCA name on right now.
So, I was not very crafty when I first started AmpGuard in 2001. I've learned how to sew, how to do needle felting, how to crochet. Thank you, Shelley. Covina, sorry. How to do leather.
It's Corvina.
I'm sorry?
It's Corvina. There's an R in there.
There's
No,
not.
it's
And
not.
also, I don't crochet.
You don't crochet? You didn't teach me how to crochet?
No. No, ma'am.
You taught me something. I know you
I
taught me
did
something.
embroidery classes.
Embroidery? You taught me embroidery then. It was a class at Symposium. Embroidery?
That would have been it, yeah.
Okay. And it was a class at Symposium. But you keep on taking out your frustration on this cute little piece of wool. It's also a great frustration relief. Until you get that shape that you want and that thickness that you want, and when it does, if it's not like this, does not look like and will not stand up, the thickness and the heaviness of a stem for my cap, you just have to keep adding. I know, Covina, you've made some wonderful needle felting.
I made a bear.
You made a what?
A bear.
Oh, I thought you said a pear. You made a bear?
I mean, that might have been easier than the bear.
That was with
Dame of Fiddles.
Dame Fiddles. Before she was a dame, right? I know.
Yeah, I'd say she's the one that started the those of us who were interested in needle felting. She got us going on it, and it was just kind of a hobby to her.
Dame Alona, have you made anything with needle felting? Are you there? Did you leave us?
Alona actually needle felted part of my master garber. She made me a box with needle felting on top of it because I do felting stuff.
Sorry, I was out. I needed to get a new chair.
Oh.
Yeah, I've stabbed many a things many a times.
Ow! Yeah, see, that's what you have to be careful of.
We were talking about needle felting felt, by the way, Alona.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to be specific.
Well, you felt it on you put okay. Have you made animals? Maybe I should have been more specific. Have you needle felted animals?
I've done different things. I've done a little bit of sculptural work, but the most recent stuff that I've done has been primarily 2D, which is weird because it's not a 2D medium, but you know what I mean. It's like mostly you know what, Calandra, if you have that box someplace, you could show it, maybe. I don't know if it's within reach. You can see. And well felting too. Yes, as she has said in chat. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It's like 20 years ago. We were college roommates and we just like, let's try a new craft. And like, that was every day.
I love it. I mean, it's such a versatile. I gotta stop. I gotta be careful. I don't want to stab myself again. It hurts when you stab yourself with a needle. It's such a versatile craft. I mean, you don't have to just sit here and stab it like this. I mean, you can put it on so much, not just clothing or hats. I mean, you can needle felt a hat. You can take this wool and actually felt a hat. I haven't personally. I was kind of intimidated on actually felting a hat. I don't know why. It just kind of intimidated me to take the idea of felting a hat. But I don't have it, but I actually did, like, kind of similar to this picture, took some, let's see if I can get the picture. This one here. Okay, take it. Okay, stop moving it. And felted some flowers onto a cloth. It wasn't the clippy kind of, it's for my mom, coin purse.
That's cool.
So it was really kind of neat. And when I did the first time, I felted it all the way through and you couldn't put anything in it. So
I did actually just find something I made. If you mind real quick, I'll do a screen share. Let's figure out how to do that.
okay.
I mean, that was a hat that I mean, I didn't make the hat. That was felt a blank, but I did that. And then once I find.
Oh, cool.
Really thing, I'll find it. Hang on. I have a lot of photos.
Oh, it went away.
Oh yeah, go ahead, keep doing. I'll find. There's another one. I just don't know where it is. I have a gigantic photo.
If you see a cat jump into the frame, it's because she is she is a ham. And actually, when the police class was going on, she was walking around in the background.
Right, and then here is the box that I made that Calandra has somewhere in her house. So that's a wooden box, and then it's like it is 3D, but it's 2D work really with Needlefelt.
Okay.
And I hate her heraldry. The end. Thank you. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I like to do needle felted paintings, do large things. I haven't done it in a while, but I have a smaller one of things I was working on, but I've got some large projects out there somewhere.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw some paintings and I thought that would be really neat to try. I pulled this back out to do this class and I thought, I think I want to try to do a painting. Not just do on clothing, but do an actual artwork. I think that would be really neat. But I have a friend, we all have a friend, we all know these people. They're down in Tampa, the DeSibyl and DeSibyl's wife. Covina, can you help me out?
Oh no, I'm gonna let you flounder on this one on your own.
Keep
Oh,
doing
thank
it.
you, my lord and lady, and I can't even think of her name, her amp card name. Allison is her real name. I will think of it. See what happens when you get old? They are real big into mushrooms, and I made them a whole, like, I think it was a whole little garden of mushrooms. Yes, and you can text them that I forgot her name. I still can't think of it.
I do remember somebody, every time someone would put a little mushroom in their front yard
Yes.
or something.
They
Yeah.
still have them out there. They're awesome. Their mushroom garden has grown immensely, as has their girls that do not look like twins anymore. I mean, they didn't look like identical twins anyway, but now they're not even the same height anymore. Yeah, I didn't think my class would take anywhere near an hour, so even with technical difficulties.
That depends on how fast you stab.
How angry you are is how fast you can stab. I missed what kingdom you're from, Dame Calendra.
Golden Plains.
Oh, no, I did not miss it. I just forgot it. I just was actually able to become on your page because I had to post 3 volunteer positions that AI has open. I'm with Audris for AI HR.
I hope you get people good because that affects my job.
We hope to get them filled. My outside or my extracurricular amp card part. Actually, we have 4. We have the diversity and inclusion one. Any questions?
I'm waiting to see how you attach them.
With stabs.
With many stabs.
Stabs from the top, stabs from the side. So it's kind of diagonal stabby.
Yes, I diagonal stab into it. And actually I'm holding kind of downward and stab into it. And actually, I don't know if you can see it's connected. So that's the hard part, is making sure that, there. So it's having a bad hair day. And then I take it and carefully, I'm gonna stab from the top too. There's all these little stabs from both directions. Take and not from both directions. which will help keep it connected. So have any of you done both this and the wet felting?
Yeah.
Stabby felting and wet felting?
Yeah.
Which one
Commander
do
and
you
I have.
like better?
I like stabbing. It's fun.
Stabbing?
Yeah.
I like a combination of both. Like this piece, I actually wet felted the backing on it.
Oh, yeah?
And wet felted hats. I don't think I'd have the patience to needle felt an entire hat, but wet felting a hat's not too bad.
Because the wet felting is more kind of a broad base thing. Like you can't do specific little things with it, right?
You can, I mean, you can do 3-dimensional things, but you have to use a resist. Like you can wet felt 3-dimensional cat pods is a big thing, or bowls, usually around it, like using a ball as a base. But you can't do little creatures very easily. You can make the felt that you can use to needle felt designs onto. But you can also embed designs directly into a wet felting.
The one type of, and I guess it's this wet felting. The only wet felting like that I kind of did was wet felted soap.
I always feel like that is like the perfect event felt favor, like when we're in real life, because then you can give it to everybody as an event favor, and you're kind of subtly saying, "Hey, you should bathe."
Exactly. And I at the last symposium, that was the other class, was a soap felt, because you have soap and your washcloth all together at the same time. So it was the need. I'm sorry, my sleeve was just attached to the arm of the chair. It was the neatest thing, and the soap was all natural soap, and that was the class just, it grew. I started off, there was like 4 people in the class, and by the time the class ended, I think I ended up with like almost 20 people in the class. And wow, the camera is freaking out. But it was so much fun. And that's another class that it literally, you need a bar of soap, some kind of nylons, like pantyhose of some sort, and water. So you need the wool, nylons, water, and the wool.
Your camera does not like you right now, which is just
no. This camera is going to go out the door when this is done. I couldn't get the other camera to work. I have 2 cameras. I don't know why the camera has such issues, but we have standing. I really probably think I need to add more to the height of the.
It looks good. I do want to warn you, this is the 10-minute mark.
Okay.
Clock, so you know, it's just so you're aware.
No, I'm good. The camera is starting to freak out anyway. So I would be, happy to entertain any kind of questions. If anyone wants to email me, if anyone.
Camera.
I'm tempted not to move. Anyone wants to, I have the ability, if you want, I have needles. I can make little kits. I'll be happy to, at the symposium, I was selling the little kits for what it cost me for the needles. I have needles. The kits basically was the needles, a piece of foam, and the little scissors.
Did you get that kit off of Amazon and had a little piece of foam in it? Because I think I have the exact same kit. Because it had 3 of those little vials of they had like large, medium, and small for needles.
I know it wasn't Amazon. I actually went onto eBay and bought massive bulk.
That's awesome.
And I bought like massive amounts of these great little scissors. Spring scissors.
Mm-hmm. I have one right there, actually, right next to me. You can't see it. Yeah, I was using those to trim all the stuff that I'm working on.
Yeah, these work great. I have literally bought these in massive bulk.
Wow, you're ready to go.
And then I put some little packs of these in the little kit. So if people want to
That's
hit
really
me
cool.
up to get a little kit, they're $5.
That's nice.
So it's just enough money to cover the cost of what the kit cost me. So I will be happy to accommodate people if they want to hit me up by email. I'll be happy to help you out, and I'll send a pamphlet of instructions. So, any questions? Anything else? Please let me know. And thank you very much for all of you for coming to my class. And
Thank you for hosting, and thank you for doing
This was
this.
great.
so
Thank you so much.
sorry for all of the reverb.
No, you're
and
good. I put third time as the charm, and it worked out perfectly.
Obviously. And so have fun at the rest of the event, and hope to see you guys soon.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank
Right,
you.
I'm
for
going to
teaching.
stop recording and stop live.